Hey guys, I am DM Zone. This is Gamers Oasis. Let's get into it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the spell Silence 15-foot Radius in original Dungeons & Dragons. This spell is pretty straightforward, at least at first glance. You cast it on yourself or you can cast it on a party member. They can move around with it and then not make any noise when they're doing it. That's positive and negative. That means that the orcs don't, or whoever doesn't hear them. It also means they can't tell you. They see something, they can only show you. However, it can be cast on other things too, like a copper coin, for example. We'll get back into other uses of that copper coin in a minute. So they're carrying that copper coin. They walk around with it. They need to be able to say something. They toss the copper coin away. Now they can go ahead and communicate to you in some manner of speaking, then go pick up the copper coin again and everything is fine. They could also take that copper coin, toss it towards the guards so they can't raise the alarm. You guys fight the guards, take down the guards, or subdue the guards. No one knows that the guards are raising the alarm because they're inside that globe of silence. However, since it can be cast on a person, yourself, or party members, this also means it can be cast potentially on enemies. I would allow this. However, I would say that it's probably a save throw versus spell, that the person who is affected by it would then have the spell on them until the spell ended. This could mean that they're unable to announce that the fact that there is an enemy there. It may cause havoc in the ranks if you're dealing with armies that the commander can't talk, or the person next to the commander can't talk, or the person moving through the ranks now causes communication errors because people can't be heard, this type of stuff. It also could be cast on a person who casts magic, and now they are unable to cast spells. Now, it doesn't specifically say in the 3 core books that you have to be able to speak to cast spells. I would say it comes down to your table, whether you would want that to happen. So that makes this copper coin thing have some unforeseeable problems. If you were to toss it near the guards, they can't raise the alarm. If you were to cast it in the middle of a service where some major ritual is being cast or whatever, or someone is trying to communicate to some evil power, it would potentially interrupt it. I would say that certain evil powers, it would not affect them at all. I would say that anything with magic resist would get the magic resist, and anything that does not want that effect could make a save versus spell in the moment they are interacting with it to prevent that from happening. So if it's a coin, when it got moved into their space, they can make a save versus spell. If it was cast on them, they basically would repel the magic if they didn't want the spell and they went ahead and made a save versus spell. And actually, if it was on the item, it would be a save versus staff or wand, not a save versus spell. I think that having that in the game creates some dynamic and epic moments where you could have people cheering and wailing over the fact they were able to outsmart something, or actual tears of grief when something isn't allowed to happen or someone dies, maybe in complete utter silence. This spell actually came out in the Supplement 1 Greyhawk, so the game was kind of advancing and expanding at this point in time into many other things. However, this spell holds that early D&D magic power level that some other spells that came out in the supplement did not have. For example, it lasts for 12 turns or 120 minutes or 2 hours. It also can be cast 18 inches or 180 feet away, which is a pretty significant amount of range. You could literally cast it on a cannonball and then launch the cannonball hundreds of yards away in a battle, causing real strife and mayhem. Think about that. You're in a boat, the pirate ship fires, you don't hear the shot fired, you don't hear the impact, you don't hear the people yelling potentially that we're under attack. Your boat just starts taking on water. Wow. That could be a truly epic and awesome moment. Anyways, guys, if you want to see more videos like this, let me know down in the comments down below what video I need to do next. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Have a great day. Keep rolling those dice.